So I'm like, I understand it's your business and I understand that you're losing money, but I also need you to understand too, like, this is supposed to be our big day. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is LovethChizy. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. For those of you that are new here and haven't subscribed, please take a quick minute, click on that subscribe button down there, click on the little bell so you can turn on your notification and you get notified every time I upload new videos. So today I'm doing something completely different, something I've never done before. I am trying to do this whole chit chat thing while I do my makeup. I'm trying to create some content at home, but I want to do my makeup for it. So I thought, you know, this would be a good time to do my makeup and have a chit chat with you guys. And I wanted to just talk about what we're all suffering from right now. This pandemic virus that's affecting all our lives. Coronavirus. I wanted to talk about how it's affected me, how it's affected a whole lot of people around me, a lot of people that I know, and basically just have a chit chat about it. So I'm gonna get started while I'm talking. Guys, this is not a makeup tutorial or anything. It's just me doing my makeup while I talk to you guys. I usually use this eyebrow pencil. My mom got this for me from Nigeria actually. So I've been using it for a while now and it works. So. Oh wait, I forgot. We're supposed to be chit-chatting. Alright, so I wanted to talk about, basically share with you guys what's been going on with me. Especially during this time of difficulties. During this difficult time that we are all going through as a nation, as a community. I'm a very private person. I'm not someone that's used to sharing my business with people. And, you know, but I thought I should at least share with you guys how I've been faring, or basically how this whole thing has affected me, my plans, and things that I had planned. This is a very hard time for everybody, you know, and everyone is going through so much anxiety right now. And I just want to say, I'm in no way or form or shape trying to say how I've been affected is worse than how any other person has been affected. Everyone's been affected in one way or the other, and I just wanted to quickly say that my prayers and my heart goes out to people that have suffered loss due to COVID-19, people that have lost family members, people that are terribly ill and still battling for their lives in the hospital, people that have lost their jobs, people that can't see their family and friends. Like, my heart totally goes out to everybody, and I'm sending my love and prayers and hug to everyone. So for those of you that don't know, I am married. I had my court wedding, but I never had a big wedding party or wedding celebration and all that stuff. I had a court wedding with a few friends and a few of my husband's family, but we decided that we were going to have a big wedding so that our friends and family can come and celebrate with us, and it would be like a big celebration of love. So we have been planning our wedding. It was supposed to be in 2019, but we moved the date to 2020 just because there was so much going on. I have school, work, and just so many moving parts, and me moving from Texas to Miami, I needed time to get settled down, so just a whole lot. And we planned that, okay, 2020 is the year. I know it's not just me, but I know like a lot of people had plans for 2020. Like, boy, let me tell you, 2020 was supposed to be the year that I would travel and just do a whole lot of things. So I was pretty excited. I've been planning for this wedding for a long time now, and our wedding was supposed to be this weekend. So today is March 26th, so April 4th, next weekend, was supposed to be a big wedding. And everything's being paid for, everything is in place, you know, friends and family already purchased their tickets, we're good to go. And then boom, and this happened. So, you know, when this whole news about COVID COVID-19 started, I still had a little bit of faith in me, like, you know what, it's going to be okay, it's not going to affect the date, we wouldn't have to cancel or postpone or whatever. But that wasn't the case. We decided to cancel the wedding 2 weeks ago because the cases in Miami started increasing, you know. It's getting worse and worse and worse, and I've been using this foundation for so long, guys. You guys can see that's been my foundation for so long. It's begging me, like, let me go, sis, please. Please throw me out, sis. But no. You can get this at your local beauty store right away. I like it. I like the way it covers. And it's just what I've been using for a very, very long time. So what was I? So yeah, we had this whole plan that 2020 was gonna be the year, you know, wedding plans and everything paid for, but then we had to cancel. And for those of you that don't know, planning a wedding is a lot of work. Like, I've been planning my wedding by myself. I didn't get a wedding planner because I just felt like I needed to save money. Wedding planners cost money, and I'm a pretty organized person. Like, I'm a little bit of an OCD when it comes to organizing, so I just knew that I could do it. But it's been pretty stressful because I work full-time and because I'm a full-time grad student, and then with me trying to manage my blog and everything, so I just kind of had so much. But I was so excited that it's almost over, that we're coming to the end of it. I was so excited. I was like, okay, this is it, we're very close, 2 more weeks and this is gonna be over, and then I'm gonna have, you know, some time and breathe, and we're gonna go for a honeymoon and we're gonna rest. And then this happened. So it's been very, like, I was kind of down about it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I was so stressed that I had to take a day to, like, cry a little bit. Like, why me? Why me? But guys, I know there are people dying and people sick and people losing their jobs and everything. And like I said, my heart totally goes out to them. But there are also other people, you know, people planning their wedding, people that have had plans to do so many things before this happened. So they also are suffering from it. So I am in no way, shape, or form gonna try to undermine anybody's stress or anxiety. Everybody's anxiety and stress level at this point is valid. So whatever it is you're stressed about, whatsoever way that this situation have affected you, it's totally valid. Like, everything is set to go, you know. I got everything for my traditional wedding, the beads, my bridesmaids beads, you know, the astrolabe, everything is ready to go. My vendors are ready or paid, and we're excited. Then this all happened and we had to cancel. And then now I have to start going through the stress of contacting vendors, trying to work with vendors and making sure that they're down with either postponing or me just canceling and getting my money back. Honestly, with the stress and everything, a part of me is just like, you know what, I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, I'm not trying to put myself through this stress. I'm just gonna cancel. I'm just gonna cancel and get my money back, and just call it a day. Like, hey, I try to celebrate with my family and my friends, but things happen, everyone would understand, you know. So I'm like, all right, let me try to reach out to these vendors and try to see if I can at least get my money back, right? Maybe this is God trying to tell me, y'all, you need to spend all that money. But I try to reach out to my vendor, especially the decor lady. Oh my goodness, you know, in times of tragedy like this is when you really get to see, like, how greedy and selfish people are just because of money. So I contacted her and I told her, like, hey, you know, with this whole thing happening, my friends and a bunch of my family members, like, cannot come. I have friends that are coming from Africa and I have friends that are coming from Europe, but with this new travel ban, a lot of them cannot travel. So, and then even it's getting worse, places are getting shut down, the venue is closing temporarily until this whole thing is over. So there's, like, no way anything can be done anyways. So I'm like, hey, she was like, okay. I'm like, hey, we were thinking of postponing, getting a new date, but really I'm so, like, stressed out with everything going on, and I just don't think I have it in me to want to postpone and get a new date. So I think we're just gonna cancel. So I'm like, I understand it's your business and I understand that you're losing money, but I also need you to understand too, like, this is supposed to be our big day and it's a loss for us too, but I get it. So I'm like, is it possible for you to at least refund 50% back of my money? At least, I know it's your business and I don't want you to be at a total loss. So if you can return 50%, you know, that way it's not a complete loss for you and it's not a complete loss for me. Oh my gosh, she went crazy. Like, I was so, like, I mean, I was being as nice as possible, you know, talking to someone that I thought understand. She switched up on me real quick. She was like, no, I can't do that. That's my business. Everyone is withdrawing, you know, this is affecting my business too, so I can't. I'm like, I understand and I'm so sorry, but I honestly need you to understand that this is beyond my control. This is not something I did, you know. So we are all suffering the loss, and that's why I'm only asking for 50%, so I'm not at a total loss and you're not at a total loss. But sis got all crazy. Sis got all greedy. Sis was like, no, she can't return my money, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, no biggie. So we're just gonna work out something and try to see how things go later on. If we decide to postpone, we'll let you know, but if not, I guess I'm just gonna let you keep the money, because I'm not trying to go back and forth. I'm not trying to do all of that with you. But I had to start contacting my guests, letting them know that everything's being canceled, contacting my vendors and trying to figure out what can be done. So that's that. That's been a big bummer. I don't know. Honestly, I was sad, but I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world kind of situation. Honestly, I think I pretty much went through all stages of grief. Like, okay, totally, like, we're like at a big loss with the wedding because we don't know when this is going to be over. I mean, if we're ever going to be able to set a new date, and even if we're able to set a new date, when that's going to be. So yeah, we're really just taking things day at a time. But the good thing is there are a lot of vendors. Some of the vendors were pretty understandable and was willing to give us at least, you know, some vendors gave us a full refund and some agreed to postponing but not refunding. So we just, you know, at this point we're just like, okay, we're just gonna cut our losses, right? There is a whole bunch of people. There's a whole bunch of people right now that is going through the same issues. I know like 3 people that were supposed to get married in this next few months, and they've also had to cancel, and they've also been complaining about how much money they've lost. And I know money is not compared to anything. Like, the most important thing is being healthy and being alive and being with your family. So at the end of the day, it's just money who's going to make it back. It's not something to like kill myself over, you know. Yeah, so that's that. With this whole fiasco going on, I'm still working. I know that there's a whole lot of people that have lost their job and a whole lot of people that have the opportunity and the luxury of working from home. So I just urge that people that are working from home to stop complaining, because there are people who are out of jobs and who have absolutely no means of feeding their family. So if you're working from home, you are lucky. Stay home. Don't try to go out unnecessarily when you have no business being out. And just honestly, stop complaining. Stop complaining, because so many people don't have jobs right now. But for those of you that don't know, I work in the mental health field. I'm a behavior therapist, which means I'm considered a healthcare worker. So I'm still working, still going out every day, going to my job, because with this whole thing, the population that I work with need therapy. It's like their routine is messed up. Their schedule is messed up. So with their routine being greatly affected, school being canceled and not being able to go out and whatnot, a lot of kids tend to relapse, tend to have new behavioral issue come up. So yeah, I'm still going to work. I try to stay safe as much as I can. I do have a routine that I do every day when I come home, and I'm gonna share with you guys what I do to help me stay safe as I go out. But there are a lot of people going out daily and sacrificing their time and their health to help fight and combat this virus. So I just hope that all of you at home are staying safe. You're practicing social distance, you're staying safe, you're washing your hands, practicing clean hygiene. But I'm still working, I'm still seeing my clients every day. And with things being shut down, being, no school, offices are closed and stuff, my routine completely changed. So now I see all my clients at home. So all my sessions are at home. And going from one client's home to the next, that's a greater risk of being infected with something, carrying one germ and taking it to another house and stuff like that. So I make sure I take necessary precaution. I wash my hands, I wear gloves. I wash my hands before I get into any house, before I leave, before I start session with any kid. And I just try to make sure that I'm practicing self-hygiene and making sure that I'm not taking, germs from one home to the next and infecting my clients and all that stuff. I've been working for the past 2 weeks, but I took this past 2 days to stay home because I wasn't getting sick or anything, but just that psychological effect of, oh, you're always out, you start having like, oh, I feel like when I swallow my saliva, my throat hurts a little bit. I just felt like I needed to take this 2 days off to take care of myself, boost up my immune system before I resume work again tomorrow. With all the stress and anxiety going on right now, and I know people that have lost their job due to this, like I mentioned earlier, people that are suffering greatly from anxiety with this issue. We all are. If I tell you I don't freak out every day when I step out this door to go to work, I'm lying. I'm scared. I'm like, I hope I don't go out and get the virus and then bring it home and make my family sick, or make my client and their family sick. It's scary right now. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to just say I hope everyone will be kind to each other during this hard times that we're all going through, because believe it or not, everyone has their own, everyone's been affected one way or the other. Everyone have their own anxiety, and to you, someone's loss and anxiety might not be as much, or to you it's just like, oh, well, it's just that, it'll be fine. But you never know. And during this time with self-isolation and social distancing, I just wanted to urge everyone to take the time, call your loved ones, call your friends, even people that you haven't spoken to in a while. You want to reach out to them because there are people that are suffering inside and we don't know. You don't know the battles people are going through each day. There are people that are suicidal. There are people that are suffering from anxiety. There are people that have the fear of being alone. So I'm urging that you call your loved ones, call your friends, reach out to people that you haven't spoken to before. Be kind, be compassionate, show empathy to people, reach out to people just to see how they're doing. I don't go out if I don't have the need to. I only go out if it's necessary, if it's important. But for me, I feel like I've been preparing for this my whole life because I love to be home. I'm a homebody. I don't get bored being home. But we need to remember there are people that have mental health issues, because my biggest fear was that the rate of suicide was going to escalate. Like I was scared that the suicide rate will go up because of this self-isolation thing, social distancing, being home. And people were not used to it. There are people that are scared of being by themselves, scared of being stuck in their own thoughts. So there are people that live alone. So please call your family. What I've been doing for this past 2 days, I try to spend as much time as I can with my family on FaceTime. So reach out to your friends, reach out to people, check on them. This is not the time to be selfish or the time for you to be like, well, she hasn't called me in years, so I'm not calling her. Trust me, there are people going through a whole lot. So this is a time for us to be really, really compassionate. So please reach out to people, check on them. I already started seeing a bunch of news of young teenagers, you know, taking their own lives because they're scared of being alone. So it is hard. And I also want to urge, if you're one of those people, you're feeling lonely, you feel sad, please don't hesitate to reach out to somebody. There are helplines that you can call for help. Reach out to your family, reach out to friends. A lot of people are not okay talking about their mental health issues. And we necessarily don't have to ask them, but just calling a friend to check up on them can do a whole lot of good you would never imagine. So please reach out to your friends, reach out to your family. Right? Okay, so just going to go ahead and do my finishing touch. So like I was saying, before I got interrupted by my blending, I just wanted to say that there is a whole lot of people going through a lot right now. There are so many people that are suffering from mental health issues, people that at this point in time they live alone. So this is the most crucial time that anxiety and stress and depression can really creep in, because even people that are healthy mentally, people that are in their good state of mind, this time just being home isolated all by yourself, it's catching up to everybody. Everybody is bored. So think about those that suffer from anxiety, stress, that are scared to be alone. The suicide rate right now is skyrocketing. A lot of people will fall into Great Depression. People will start falling back to overeating or not eating enough, you know, looking for comfort in some way, shape, or form. So please, if you haven't checked on your loved ones, do that. Friends, do that. If you have or know of someone that you feel like might be at risk to themselves, please reach out to them. I'm trying to go for a little bit of a smudgy look. So, alright guys, we're at the finished stage. Apply my lip liner like that. I am done with my makeup. But anyways, this is my easy, simple, natural glow go-to makeup. I didn't tell you guys that we actually booked our honeymoon. We bought a ticket. We're going to go to Europe and do like a full Europe tour. So, you know, with all of this mess, we had to cancel that. There is a big loss with our flights, because, you know, flights are not trying to return your money. They're going to try to give you this whole credit thing that you can use whenever you're ready or whatever. But we don't know when this is going to be over, you know. And usually when flights give you back a credit, they tell you have like 12 months to use it. So what about if this whole mess is not over in 12 months? Like, what's going to happen? There have been a whole lot of mess. I'm blessed to have people, friends, family that care and that have been really helpful throughout this whole, you know, fiasco. Having people to talk to, lean on, it's good. So please, 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 if you have friends, family members that you think are at risk of hurting themselves or at risk of, you know, falling into depression, please reach out to your friends, call them, FaceTime them. Most of us are not doing anything right now, you know. People just get bored and watch movies for like 24 hours a day. So if you can take an hour a day, call your family, call your friends, call people that you haven't talked to in a while, just check up on them, see how they're doing with this whole self-isolation thing, and make sure they are doing okay mentally, because we all need to be strong. We all need to be together and fight this thing together. And like I said, it's hard. Everyone is going through some kind of stress and anxiety, and I'm not going to downgrade my stress, my anxiety, or somebody else's stress and anxiety because, you know, someone else has a big one. Anyways, my point is, be empathetic. It doesn't matter what area the person is struggling with. The whole world right now is going through a hard time. Everyone is facing anxiety, so I am just really scared about the mental health of people, you know. So let's try to do our best to uplift each other, to check up on each other. And yeah, but thank you all for getting ready with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to give it a like, thumbs up, and subscribe. Also share with your family, share with your family members, because you don't know, people need reminder to check on their loved ones, to check on their friends. So please, 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 guys, this is the time for us to be kind to each other. This is the time for us to be empathetic. This is the time for us to show love and care about people. Don't wait for someone else to call you, because you do not know where their mind space is at right now at this moment. Once again, my heart, my prayers, my love goes out to everyone that's been greatly affected by this pandemic. And I just wish you guys all the best. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.